Are you suffering from the Mandela effect?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
What is the famous line that Darth Vader says to Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back? Take a moment. Like, don't answer. I know you know. If you said, Luke, I am your father, you may be suffering from the Mandela effect because it's actually, no, I am your father. And there's a lot of people that know about that misconception. But
a lot of people who don't.
Okay, there's a lady, a paranormal expert named Fiona Broom, who was at Dragon Con in 2005. Unfortunately, we weren't there.
Oh, yep. Yep.
And not in
biggest
2005.
regret of my life.
But she was talking with a group of people about Nelson Mandela, and she, along with this group of people she was talking to, thought that Nelson Mandela died in prison. Well, he didn't die in prison. He got out of prison, and then in 2013, he died.
But they had a shared memory that that's how it happened.
And she was like, but you know, this happens with a lot of things, like the Luke, I'm your father thing, the Nelson Mandela thing, some other examples. Lots of people getting things wrong together. And her theory is that possibly people are slipping in between alternate realities, and she has called that the Mandela effect. And you know what? There's some people thinking this might be the case.
Now, I've never been to Dragon Con, not in 05 or any other year, and I'm not gonna, much respect to all of you Dragon
Shout out to
Conners
Dragon Con.
and to Miss Broom, but may I present an alternate theory?
Pretty please. Pretty please.
They're just remembering stuff wrong. You're wrong. There's a thing called history and like the facts associated with it.
Right. I think you're probably right. We're taking a stance. The official Good Mythical Morning stance on the Mandela effect is that it doesn't exist and that people just can't get stuff right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through some of the most commonly misconceived things out there and help stamp out the Mandela effect amongst the mythical beasts.
Right, and there's no shame in getting some of these wrong.
Yeah.
The shame is not changing once you now know it's right.
The shame ends today.
The shame ends for all of us. Picture your favorite monkey, as long as it's Curious George. Because let's just picture Curious George and make it your favorite monkey. And then tell me, as you're picturing, does he have a tail? I'm Blues Cluesing it up here.
I like it.
Just like you did with
I'm excited
with
about
the Luke,
that.
I'm your
Did you
father.
give him enough time?
I don't know. Did you? If you said, yes, he has a monkey, he has a tail,
He has a
because
monkey.
monkey. He is a monkey, so he has a tail.
Yeah.
You'd be wrong. George has no tail. Look at this. Is he curious? Who cares? Is he tailless? Absolutely. We should just start calling him Tailless George.
And it has been confirmed, even when he could be hiding the tail behind his body, but no, full bare butt George facing you, bending over, there's no tail. We didn't want to show that picture.
We're not
but
showing that one.
Trust
but
me,
it exists.
they do exist. Okay, in Disney's Snow White, the evil queen looks into the mirror and says, blank mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Ooh. If you said, mirror, mirror on the wall, you're wrong! It's not mirror, mirror, it's magic mirror. What is a mirror, mirror? Anyway, is it a mirror you look at to see another mirror?
No, I didn't.
What? I don't even know what that is.
In my memory, she's getting the attention of the mirror. Like the face has to turn around in the mirror, and that takes time.
Now, I will say,
so it's like mirror, mirror.
I will say that there are those who say the very first time this was written in the original form by the Brothers Grimm. The Grimm brothers, or the Brothers Grimm, it did say mirror, mirror. But in the movie itself, she says magic mirror on the wall.
I have the movie memory.
That is this reality. This reality.
Wow.
You're in it.
That one blew my mind a little bit. Not enough to rewatch Snow White, though. In the United States, is Thanksgiving on the 3rd or 4th Thursday in November? Multiple choice. If you said the 3rd Thursday, you'd be wrong. It is the 4th Thursday of the month ever since 1941.
Now, this one got me because when I was asked this question, I just said 3rd. I was just like, yeah, 3rd, right?
You just felt like you knew it.
I was like, 4th Thursday, that's December, right? That's the next month.
No, it's always
was
been
wrong.
that way. Turkey time, fourth Thursday.
Okay.
Heat it up.
Tiananmen Square. You may or may not remember this, but on June
I do
5th,
vaguely.
1989, basically there were students in Tiananmen Square in China who were protesting the government. They had been there for a while, and then the government sent the military in. And there's this famous video of a student protester standing in front of a tank.
This image is in my brain as a memory.
Good. Now, what happens next? Let's find out.
Well, I don't want to watch this guy get run over by a tank. Oh, the tank's dodging? He's going.
He doesn't get run over. He gets up on the tank. So many people think that he gets run over. Get this into your brains, people. He didn't get run over. That didn't happen in this form of history, the history that you're a part of.
Which is the history.
The history.
The history.
With a capital
it didn't
H.
happen. All right, let's move on to another one. Back to a lighter subject. Look at this picture. This happy, hairy family of bears dressed as humans. Now, this is a popular children's book. I was familiar with it, and an animated series.
Yes.
This family was known as the Baron what Bears? So if you said Berenstein, you'd be wrong. It's Berenstain.
Yeah.
Stained. Those bears are stained. Look right there at the bottom of the title. The Berenstain Bears. Now, I'm not saying that they're actually stained, but I am saying that
That is a good way to remember 'em,
That
though.
is the fact.
I think the dad may
That's
have
how
had
they're-
a stain on his overalls.
That's how
I
their
don't know.
name
Maybe.
is spelled. Berenstain.
It's not Steen, it's Stain.
Not Berenstain.
Don't make that mistake again. Okay.
And don't wear human clothes, bears. It's confusing.
That's another show. Okay?
It messed up my childhood.
When you think of the color chartreuse, what do you picture? Well, if you, like a lot of people, pictured something maroonish red or magenta, you would be wrong because it's yellow-green. No, it's not blue. Well, yellow and green make blue, don't they? No, they don't.
Yeah, yellow and blue make green.
Yellow and blue make
but
green.
chartreuse is officially
It's
what?
yellowish green. It is the color of vomit. The way that you're going to remember this from now on is
Really?
chartreuse. Okay, you're going to picture it. You're going to say it as if you're vomiting because that is. It's actually named
I
after-
pictured like a turquoise bluish, like
Well, you're wrong. Lane.
okay.
You're wrong. And the
Okay.
people who pictured anything other than yellow green are wrong. I pictured maroonish red also when I thought of this, but I was wrong. It's the color of the liquor, chartreuse, which is puke colored. Now you know.
okay. We stamped that one out. Let's move on to the show that I was obsessed with as a kid, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And of course, the theme song was great. I sang it along with him every time I watched it. So we all know the lyrics, right? It's
Yeah.
a beautiful day in blank neighborhood. What is it? Oh, the neighborhood? No, it's actually this neighborhood.
No, it's
and
not.
even when I
can't be.
even when I was told it was this neighborhood, I didn't believe it, so I'll give you the proof that I had to see myself. Bring back memories, man.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day.
There it is, right at the beginning, right off the bat.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
He kind of slides it in there. He's like, "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood."
But
You know,
he definitely
knows,
says this.
He knew every day he sung it. It was probably supposed
You
to
know
be
what?
the.
Mr. Rogers may have been part of a conspiracy created to make people think that they were suffering from the Mandela effect.
Oh yeah, him and Mandela are both in on it.
Oh, Mr. Rogers and Mandela. That's the kind of thing I like to believe. Okay, now you have at least had a few of the things that you thought incorrectly about history corrected today, assuming
Yes.
that at least some of those you got wrong. I know I did. So welcome to this world.
Welcome to reality.
Yeah.
We're all here together.
We're going to
now.
stay here together, okay?
Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing this knowledge with all of the other affected people in your lives.
You know what time it is.
Hop a day. I'm Nate. And I'm Ethan. And we're on Guam. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality!
You may have gotten some of those wrong, but one thing you need to get right is going over and following us, or at least liking us on Facebook. Facebook.com/RedLink. We got all kinds of stuff over there, including exclusive videos.
Exclusive videos created. Click through to Good Mythical More. We got a few more of these Mandela Effect facts.
Interpretive dance.
Once upon a time, there was a very short man who waddled through the streets of knowledge, searching for his identity. As he frolicked to and fro in the happiness of his ignorance, he suddenly started to realize that A, he has no rhythm or dancing ability, and B, he has no loved ones, and C, he was mistaken about the most important things in his life.
You remember it being called Forrest Gump. It's actually called Forrest Dump. No, that's not what it is. that was just my weekend.